I'm First Alert Meteorologist Chrissy Kohler. We are looking ahead to the possibility, still small possibility, but the possibility that we get maybe some wintry weather in our area next week. A lot of it has to do with this big dome of cold air moving in. We've been talking a lot about this big Arctic blast that arrives Sunday evening and continues all the way through Thursday morning. And the strength of that is really what's going to drive a low pressure system that develops in the Gulf on Monday and really steer that track for us. It's being driven by high pressure up to our north, pulling all that cold Arctic air down into the central and eastern United States. And the strength of that is really going to determine this. A weaker setup with that cold air is actually going to allow for the higher risk of winter weather across our area. If that strength is what we're thinking it's going to be, that may be preventing us from getting any sort of wintry precipitation in our area. So that low pressure, that track, again, driven by that dome of cold air, if it tends to track a little bit further north, that means we've got not quite as cold of air, still cold air, but just not quite the strength that we're looking at. That would allow for a little bit of a northerly track, a shift to this track here, which would allow for some of that wintry weather to make it into the western Carolinas. But the strength of that dome, if it's on the strong side there, that's going to keep the track of this low to the south, and that keeps us dry, producing a bigger event for the coast there. So looking ahead to Monday afternoon, we are looking fairly dry as we head throughout the day on Monday. And then it's Tuesday afternoon that we start to see the potential for maybe some wintry weather entering into the Carolinas here. This is a look at the European model from Friday morning. It does show us getting clipped by some of that snow into parts of Newberry, Greenwood, Elbert County, lower parts of Abbeville, Union, and Lawrence there. But it's also entering into an area with a lot of dry air. So even if we get some of these snow showers showing up on radar, it's very possible that that evaporates before it makes it all the way to the ground, and we just get a flake or two here or there. Not expecting accumulating snow if this is our setup as we head into the day, into Tuesday night. But what you'll notice is that we have a better chance to get some of that wintry precipitation out at the coast late Tuesday into the day on Wednesday. Could be a snow event, could still be an ice event as well. There's still a lot on the table here, even when it comes to our coastal areas. Nothing at this point is a slam dunk when you're talking about something this far out. This is a look at the American model from Friday afternoon that again shows a dry day on Monday, and then Tuesday we're watching that approaching system. Now this is more bullish with bringing that low further to the north. That also means that that cold air dome isn't quite as strong, which would mean some slightly warmer temperatures creeping into the forecast as well. Now because of the arrival Tuesday night, that would mean we are talking about below freezing temperatures, but we are talking about that potential there. Again, this is a little bit of a signal that kind of went away for a couple of days and is now starting to come back. So there's still a lot of uncertainty with what's going on here. This scenario though would spell more of a mess for the coast, where you're looking at the potential for more ice